Hi everyone, welcome back to Paperly Charm Creative. This is V, and I just wanted to show you what my last week looked like, week 15. This is the end result. I actually did all of my vitamins except for one day, my night vitamins, and I went to the gym 5 times, and I had happy days every week last week, which is amazing. As you can see, I had a lot of work meetings, but I added a few here and there. And then on Saturday, I slept for 14 hours. That's insane. I actually felt really, really well rested on Sunday. So, this is the final look for this week, and we are going to get into week 16 this go round. So, stick around and let me know what you think and if you have questions. Also, I want to start by saying that if you are new here, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am a new creator and I am trying to get my sticker shop up and running. I'm still trying to get a hang of all the organizational items and stuff like that. And we do a lot of these plan with me videos. So if you like this type of stuff, please stick around and join the fun. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back and joining. If you haven't noticed, my planner looks a little bit different. I got rid of the monthly tabs. They were just getting on my nerves, guys. They kept bunching up. I didn't like them. They were crumbling up, and I just got rid of them. And I saw another channel using these post-it sticky notes that you can like remove easily and move to wherever you're at. So I just put one in for the index page, the monthly page, the weekly page that I'll be on, and then any kind of note section I have. So like my pen pal tracking stuff, things like that. And I've been using it for the last few days and I've actually really been enjoying it because it's so much easier and it's easier to close my book as well. So here I'm just going to use the same color I used last week, which is the ice blue days of the week that I have on my shop. I'm using the older backing sheet heading that I have, but it's essentially the same sticker sheet that's on the website. I just switched up the heading um, to make it more my style after, a few months of me going back and forth with it. So, with taxes around the corner, I've had very, very little time to devote to drawing. I'm not sure how people do this as a one-woman show. So, now that taxes have been filed, we are now having a little bit more time to draw and come up with ideas. And so I've been playing around with a few things here and there, and I just hopefully can get into the printing stage for those in the next week or so so that I can start posting them online. But I just wanted to kind of show my daily page here. This is for Venus. So her birthday was on the 6th, and we took them out on kind of a doggy day. Libra kind of ruined it. Libra is my husky, and we took her with us just to take her, but it definitely wasn't a good idea. Definitely should have left her home, but Venus had an amazing time. She hated the little birthday hat that Abby put on her, but she did sit still for a few cute pictures. So this week I'm going to do a lot of the same things that I did last week. I think that it worked out really, really well, and this is probably like the 10th time I've switched it around. Granted, this is like the 16th week, so I've changed it from week to week a lot because this is a new system for me, if you don't already know, and I was just trying to figure out what I liked, what I don't like about this planner, and what I do like. So I'm gonna stick mostly to the same thing that I did last week. I'm using a pink highlighter here instead of a blue, just because I don't really have a blue color that matches the days of the week exactly. So we're gonna use pink and blue. Those tend to go well together, so we're using that. And I did like that I had my to-do list from last week, and then I still like the way that I'm tracking habits, so I'm going to stick to that. And I'm still tracking my morning vitamins, my night vitamins, and the gym, and my happy days. I was for a minute tracking, I think for like maybe 2 to 3 weeks, tracking my moods and symptoms, but I didn't really feel like it was a good way to track that in my weeklies. So I moved that over to my monthlies, and I'm keeping it very minimal. So I'm just tracking like my cycle, and if anything, you know, extra that I need to know about happens, I'll track that. But for the most part, it's just my cycle and my happy days. And so my happy days are in the weekly view, because that's just kind of an easy thing I can check off. So here I'm just using my Tombow brush pen in the soft tip. I have horrible handwriting, but I'm trying to practice it more, and this allows me an outlet for that. So that is what I'm doing. So to-do list, I do have a few things to do this week, and I will write those in here in a bit. So similar to what I did last week, I am doing time blocking. So I'm still doing the line with my needle tip pen at a 0.5, and I'm just going to write out all of the meetings that I have this week for work, any kind of appointments that I have, anything important that I need to do or remember to do, whether that's like a reminder to send a certain email or a reminder to check a certain tracker or anything like that. I am tracking all of that. And I am using my vanishing point and a fine nib to write out everything else. I don't like using this when I'm doing the lines to time block because I don't want to ruin the nib. Um, I'm still getting used to this fountain pen. I will say it's one of my favorites because it's so easily accessible. I can click it and be ready to write. I don't have to really twist off a cap, but I feel like I still struggle with it, and you'll see here in a bit that the ink comes out a little like smudgy, but the nib is an 18 karat gold nib, I believe, and it's very flexible. So I'm not used to it. I have three Twisbees, one in extra fine, fine, and medium, and those are steel nibs. So I'm used to them just not being flexible. And so this one's flexible, so it's taking me a while to get used to writing with it. And I've had it for like maybe a month already, I think. I do kind of want to get another one, but maybe in a different nib size. I don't know yet if I want to do extra fine. I don't even know if they have extra fine or the medium. But I do have a busy week this week. We had a team building meeting the last 2 days of last week. So my coworkers traveled into town, and so we kind of put all emails on hold while we were in meetings. So playing catch up from that, and then also prepping for my rotation in orientations and stuff like that. So this week is going to be super, super busy. And then we're also kind of planning our out of town trip, so we have to look at hotels and all that stuff because our vacation is coming up a little bit quicker than anticipated. So figuring out doggy daycare is a whole nother thing. So here I actually ended up messing up. So I had to try to do this whiteout, but it came out really bad. So I am using this pen, old school pen whiteout, and hopefully that will take care of it. Alright, so it didn't come out too bad. Um, I always do that. I always forget that this is a Monday start. Anyways, so I do have a lot of meetings and things to do and catch up on throughout the week, all the way until Friday. I do have one friend's birthday coming up, and I still have to go out and get her gift. I'm still debating on what to get her, but I need to do that ASAP, like this week after work at some point, or go out and run an errand during my lunchtime. I don't know, but I need to do that ASAP. Saturday is my little niece's birthday party. So she is having a big blowout birthday party. So I'm excited to hang out with family and kind of see her in her big day. Um, because she is definitely a trip, a drama trip, but I love her. So I'm excited to hang out with them and see what all they've planned out. And then I'm just working a little bit of extra shifts here and there as volunteer work. And then after that, I think that should do it. I am going to continue what I did last week, which was doing the blocks with the highlighter. So I felt like it was easier on my eyes to see where all the meanings started and ended. So before, when I was just doing the straight line blocking, it was hard for me to see kind of where it started, especially because the numbers on this weekly view are so light. The highlighter just makes it pop a little bit, even though it's not like a super bright highlighter. Um, I think it still makes it a little bit easier to see where everything falls. The top section, like anything before 8 a.m., that's going to be used for my gym stuff still. Since I'm working a little more, working out a little bit more at the gym, that you will start seeing more information there. But yeah, in the beginning, when you saw my prior week, you could totally see that parts of the body I worked out or what day I did what. And so it's been really helpful to keep me moving and on track. So for my to-do list, this is typically just my big ticket items. So anything that can't really be pinpointed to a certain day. So I do have to pick up my dress for a wedding, and then I do have to make an Amazon order of last minute items that we need to get, as well as some paperly charm items that I've been wanting to get. And yeah, so I really need to print out my new sticker sheets and take pictures of those and possibly post them within the next 2 weeks. Fingers crossed. I really want to use them in my planner soon, at least in May. Hopefully they're up. I don't know. I know a lot of people do like um, shop updates and seasonal updates, but I don't think I can do that right now. I kind of have to go as time allows me, especially because I do have a full-time job. So I kind of have to work whenever I'm available. So weekends when I'm not working or dealing with my dogs or family, or during the week after work when I'm not working my full-time job. So it's a very limited schedule. Um, and so it only leaves me a little time to do that, especially because I do want to devote time to my loved ones when I can. I don't want to be just focusing on work, work, work. So I'm sorry if I'm a little like slow to things. Just be patient, guys. I hope to get there sometime soon. But I hope you like the new designs that I come out with. I'm hoping to do that by the end of this month. And then just to finalize this look for this week, I am adding a few more deco paper to Sunday. I don't really do anything Sunday night, so I'm just kind of been this week and last week I just decorated that Sunday part since I don't really like do anything or go out. You know, it's relaxing before Monday start next week, so I just have been decorating it there. And I'll add little stickers that I have, or any stickers that I get from my pen pals, or any stickers that I make. And so in this case, I am putting a little sticker next to the flower that I got from one of my pen pals. I'm just cutting the middle part out and putting that in there. I know this isn't really like aesthetically color coordinating, especially with this bright green, but I figured the message was really something that has been dear to my heart lately, so I wanted to put that in here for this week, just because, you know, I'm going to be spending time with family, with friends, and it's just going to give me some love, peace, and hope, and so that's why I put that there. So this is what the final look looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and my chit-chatting. And if you did, please feel free to subscribe, turn on that notification bell. I hope I see you in the next one, and thank you so much for supporting me. And please let me know if you have any questions or thoughts on this, and see you in the next one.